So dear friends, hello again. So we are beginning our webinar. And we will speak about the first meetings with our students. Yeah, so just and again, so this is Nadezhda, my colleague. Good. Yeah, so my name is Victoria, and I have the first answer. Just the question was,
the right one, obviously.
Yeah. So our new project is called Navigator, and so the answer is that yes, the first letters of our names. Thank you. So wonderful. Yes, Anastasia, and so iPhone. Sorry, don't know your name. So you can rename yourself actually if you wish. Yeah, super. Just I have a short question. Let's check actually how we met. Yeah, so I will launch a poll and choose some options. For example, if we met at a CELTA course, then you choose CELTA. If we work together, then please choose we work together. So let's try. I hope it will work. So Pauline, okay. So can you see the question?
Well, I can.
Yeah, super. Then choose your answer.
That's promising.
Okay. Super. I can see your,
That's
Good.
cool.
Wonderful. Okay, so well, two more. Okay, I'm not answering. So okay, 85%. Okay, 92% voted. Super. All of us. I think I can stop. Yeah, I can end the poll. Okay, and I will share the results. Can you see the results? No, can you see the results?
Yep.
Yeah, super. Okay, so two of you. So we met at a CELTA course. Oh, super. Hello. 6, yeah, so participants are from yes, yeah, so this is 50%. Okay, so we're so happy.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. At a webinar or seminar, okay, 1, wonderful, and we never met before. So we're happy to meet today. So wonderful, thank you. So good result. Good, so Nadezhda, why are we here today? So
I don't know, because we're freaking out before another academic year. No?
Yeah. I think we're afraid of actually the first meeting. Yeah, so just we don't know what to do with our students. That's why we're here. Super. And just we have discussed.
Yeah, well, basically, I guess we're here just to talk about getting to know your activities because, well, there are quite a lot, but I've just noticed that I usually stick to 1 or 2 and I hardly ever seek for something new for some reason. I don't know. And when we started talking to Vika, when I started talking with Vika about that, I just realized that, well, there are so many and probably we can do something about that. So we just collected a few of our favorites as well as some other ideas of what to do on our first lesson. So we are happy to share.
Yeah, so and the first will be just there are 2 of us, yeah, so and that's why we have chosen this one, the sums, which is called the sums. So look, you have 3 numbers.
Yeah, just a quick disclaimer. We're mostly going to try everything we are talking about. We are mostly going to try that out, right? So it's not just some how-to theoretical guide, right? We're just going to try them, right? Because, well, it makes so much more sense, right?
Yeah, so let's try. You can see 3 numbers, like 6, 7, and 72. Oh, why 7? It must be 17. Okay,
so it's 17, right?
The 17 here. Okay, just I will change it. So each number means a sum. For example, let's take 2. 2 means 1 plus 1. Yeah, so I have a dog and Nadezhda has a dog, so we have 2 pets. Okay, so now please open the chat and try to guess what 6 means, yeah, for 2 of us. 17, okay, 17, I will change it, yeah.
You corrected?
Yeah, so and 72. Let me just quickly check. Correct. So you have 1 minute.
These are mostly about kind of English-related things, right? Professional things, or no?
Not only.
Not all of them. All right.
All of them, yeah. So have a look. I have corrected. Yeah. So is it fine? 6, 17, 72. Okay. So I can already I can see some answers, but just we have 1 minute to think.
Okay. Just reading the chat,
Yeah.
and that's exciting.
Oh, Jamila, so okay, Olga, so just everything about that. My God.
72 students you've prepared. Oh, wow. Okay.
So good.
17 years of teaching English for both of us. No. Guess it's a bit more, right?
Yeah, slightly. So, okay. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Good. Yeah, great. Yeah, so wonderful. So
6 children, I wish.
Actually, we had number 2 for children, but they just changed it for 17. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
let's reveal the truth.
Let's reveal. Yeah. So 17, I guess I've seen the biggest number of correct responses. So 17 stands for the number of certificates. Victoria wins here, obviously, but she has like 11 and I have 6, but the total number is 17, the total number of Cambridge certificates for both of us. So this is true. 72, is the total age. I'm not revealing the exact numbers, I'm sorry. But yes, you're right.
Who wins? Actually, who wins here? Who is older? Who is younger?
There were people who said that 72 is the age sum. That was Olga and someone else as well. And Raman, right. What about 6? What about 6? Yes, 6 is the number of languages we are either teaching or learning. So yeah, it's like 6 in total. Hello, Anna. Hello.
Anna, hello. So I can, so just actually we have one more participant, and we have one more category added here. Just we worked together.
We are working together. Another quick disclaimer. Whatever we are doing now, try to keep some quick record of that. Try to remember what we are doing, because we'll be collecting a quick feedback sometime soon. All right. And we'll ask you to reflect a bit on the activities done. All right.
And have you ever tried anything of this kind? Do you ever work with some numbers or some personal information in a similar way? Just you can share, just please talk to us.
Sounded desperate.
As for me, not the numbers, but 2 true and 1 false fact.
Yeah, we'll talk about this one today. That's my favorite, actually.
Yeah, I like it. Just really super. Yeah, just anybody else? Yeah, so just have you tried anything of this kind? Elena, yes, I know.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, Victoria. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Nadezhda. Actually, I don't use the numbers only. I use your idea about t-shirts. It's my favorite. I can say I always use it. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah, thank you, Elena. Yeah, I will just show the idea. So
numbers and some facts.
Yes, numbers.
Yeah.
On a t-shirt, just if you work with teenagers, for example, or younger learners, and so to motivate them.
Yeah, I think it works wonders with younger students. They love it.
Design work, and they design their own t-shirts. First, they guess your facts from your t-shirt, and you show what your facts mean, maybe using some pictures and so on. And then you say, now, guys, it's your turn to design your own t-shirt. Yeah, so this is.
They might be some quick doodles and favorite colors as well, and some significant pictures and numbers and whatnot. And it's quite easy, even with lower level students.
Yeah, so they can draw actually. Yes, so young learners, they can just draw. Super. So thank you. And just I have one more.
Yeah, and another adaptation is with the facts and numbers, right? So you can just write some quick random words. Well, not random, obviously, but the ones which mean something to you. It can be some names and just words, nouns, numbers, right? Colors. and the students have to guess why this is significant about you. Like, why yellow? Is it your favorite color? No. Is it the color you hate? No. Like, whatever. Do you have a yellow car? No. Like, what might that mean, right?
Yeah,
it's quite exciting.
About this.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Good.
So that's nice variation of this thing. So another thing is just, I guess it's my turn to share. So another thing is called, well, that's another favorite of mine, and that's called Answer Garden, and that's actually a website. Very simple. Have you ever heard of the Answer Garden? Have you ever used it or heard about it?
I've heard it just recently when we discussed. I've never tried it. I want to try it.
All right. So that's a quick website, actually, which is aimed at collecting answers. And you can send your students a link. And after they fill it in with their answers, the website transforms it into some kind of a word cloud, collecting all the answers. And the more students gave the same answer, for instance, the bigger the word is in the cloud, which is quite nice in terms of the graphic thing, right? What we'll do right now, I'll just send you a link to the chat, and there is a question there, and I'll ask you to share your answers. You might type more than one answer, like you might do it twice or 3 times, but just please do not type all the answers together, okay? Just one answer and then another one and then another one, all right? And then we'll see how it goes. Give me a quick second, please. Answer Garden. So here we go. The link is in the chat. Read the question, please, and submit your answers. I'll do that too. Might take the website a bit to process all the answers and to transform them into a cloud. So if you don't see anything straight away, just give it some time, because sometimes it might take up to a minute to process everything.
So it's working quite fast. I can say that I send my answer and I can see it immediately.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, can you share your screen, please, with the answers you see?
Yes, 1 second.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so look what I see. This is.
I like the answers like water and food.
Yeah, I think it's great, especially when you work online. Yes,
yeah,
you can create.
Yeah, so generally it's a great getting to know you activity with a few basic questions, or one, like the most important question like this: what's something you can't live without? What's something I don't know, you do, you work with, you hate, and whatnot. And we can see here that quite a lot of people mentioned their family. Yeah, it's kind of the biggest thing, right? So that's another way. And it can be especially good with those students who are shy, and with those who, I mainly work with teenagers, so that's why I will talk about shy students and rebellious students and those who don't want to talk to you a lot today. So that's a nice tool for working with this category, right? If they go at least you can make them tap a few buttons on their phone. At least this you can do, because, that's the easiest thing to do, basically.
Okay.
So yeah.
Great. I really like it. I will use it. Yeah. So just 100%. So this will be a new activity for the first meeting with my CELTA trainees.
Can't wait. All right. So Vika, the next one is yours, I guess, right?
Okay. So, okay, let's try. So yeah, we have one more activity. Yeah. So we will try 3 activities and then we'll reflect on them. Well, I think we know this. Yeah. So which is called names. There are different versions of this activity. I think that the most frequent version is when teachers ask to write some adjectives which begin with the letters, yeah, so of the students' names. But I consider this version to be very difficult, or challenging, because it's very difficult to find appropriate adjectives, yeah.
Even at higher levels, I guess. Like, I'm struggling now to think of an appropriate adjective starting with that for my name. So yeah, I like yours better.
Yeah, so that's why I've turned it into a simpler version when you can write any word which is somehow connected with you and begins with one of the letters. Okay, I have chosen my short name. I spell it like this usually. So, and there are 4 ideas which are somehow which give some information about me. So please choose at least one and share what do you think it means. And vaccinated, I think it's quite straightforward. Yeah. So try to guess what at least one idea from the list means. Okay, you have 1 minute and let's use the chat again. Getting the answers. Super. I can see. Jamila can see the screen. Okay, I will share again, Jamila. I hope it will help. Yeah. Good. Super. Great ideas. Yeah. Thank you, Roman. Thank you, Violetta, Maria, Nastya, Jamila. Super. Okay, and one more message. Okay, to make it easy, no need to start with a given letter, maybe finish or in the middle. Okay, yeah. So Olga, your suggestion is also nice. Yeah, so just to any letter, yeah. Okay, yeah, even easier. Super. Thank you for this advice. Okay, good. Thank you, Anastasia.
The last one pretty much summarizes it all.
Yeah, super. Yeah, just action, right? Just action is more important for me than sounds, words, whatever. Yeah, so because I am a kinesthetic learner. Yeah. So action is everything. I always move. Even here, sitting here, I can't sit still. I must move somehow. Okay. Imagination. I try to use my imagination. Really, when I can imagine something, I can do it. Remember the Walt Disney, yeah. Words. When you can, if you can imagine something, you can do it. Really believe in it. And CELTA is something I really love. Yeah. So just really love CELTA. I really love being a CELTA tutor. Super. Okay, thank you for your answers. So, Nadezhda, what do you think? Is it a reflection time or should we?
Should you run this one? I mean,
maybe at least one, maybe choosing the one letter from a name. Yeah, so not all letters. Yeah. What do you think? What if?
Let's run the full version of that, guys. Why don't you think of some words like this way? Think of some words which tell something about you and which match with the first letters, well, with each letter of your name. Okay, type it into the chat quickly, and then we'll just talk about a few of them. All right, you'll have about 2 minutes to do that. All right,
we'll ask some questions. Yeah,
sure, we'll do.
Great, then 1 minute. Yeah,
so you can stick to the short forms of your names, so if you have them.
Write the name or the ideas as well?
The ideas, yeah. So just the ideas. For example, in my case, it will be vaccinated, imagination, CELTA, action. Yeah, so 4 words.
In my case, the first letter N would stand for noisy neighbors right now. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Actually, it's really nice to try, because when we try something, we understand what our students feel.
And naughty, that's a good start.
No,
no way. Okay.
Great.
How about really responsible?
Yeah, really
analytical, that's cool.
Super. I think I always have responsible when I use my full name, like Victoria. R is always for responsible. Yeah. Okay, engaged.
Okay.
Super.
Okay.
Okay, responsible Roman and engaged Evgenia. Super.
Lazy. This sounds like, those character names from course books, when they have some moody Mike and, responsible Roman. I like it.
Optimistic, okay. Olga. Yes, I believe, Olga. I remember your optimism and energy. So that's great.
Yeah. Energy saving. Yeah. Let's not call it lazy. Let's call it energy saving. Never give up. Attractive. I like it. That's what's wrong. Why is everyone like, not really, not really? You are. Okay. Yeah, that's a great way of writing a shorter version of that. Yeah, you might just stick to the first letter, right? Again, if you have a big group, or if you see that your students are kind of, if you are not sure of their level of English yet, there are situations, you can just ask the first letter of your name. Yeah, 2, 3, maybe 1 word, maybe 2, 3 words, which always start with this letter and tell something about you. Isn't it great?
Yeah, so
okay.
We should be always ready to adapt our activity. Yeah, so especially when we don't know how many people are going to come. Yeah, for example, today. Yeah, so the event is fully booked. Yeah, so just we have, but we never, you never know how many people will come.
Yes. Yeah, will turn up. That's right. Yeah, so I love the idea. We can combine, like we can put people with the same names together and ask them to compare. That's amazing, really.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's just hope that there aren't, really rare names. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so that's great, because we have already thought about a few possible adaptations and about a way of, continuing our work. So this is really cool. And now it's reflection time.
Yeah, let's work in groups. Yeah, there are 22 of us. Let's have 3 big groups. Yeah. Please use your cameras, talk to each other. Yeah, and here you can see 4 questions. Yeah, we have tried 3 activities. With the sums or the numbers or the facts, let's say so, yeah. Some personal facts, answer garden, so, and the names.
Yeah, we've run them all online, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but some of us work offline, some of us work online, so think about adaptation, yeah. Think about, I am sure that we have a lot of one-to-one students, yeah, so just when only a teacher and only a student, will these activities be interesting or not? Difficulties. There are always some difficulties to anticipate, yeah? And what about age level adaptation? So please take the photo of the screen to have
or a screenshot. Just make sure you have the questions and you have this table.
Okay. Yeah. So we have 3 groups. I hope that we will have somebody to talk to in every group. I'm sure. Yeah, there will be participants. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's absolutely impossible for you to turn on your microphone, just use the chat. Okay, try to interact with each other in the chat somehow. Okay.
Yep. Let's even try 4 groups.
Okay. If 4 groups is fine. Yeah, 4 groups of 5 people. Amazing. Yeah.
It will be nice. Yeah, it will be better. If there is nobody to talk to in your group, just get back to come back to the main room.
Oh, I'm sure it will be fine. Okay.
Super. So I think 4 minutes will be fine. Yeah. So to speak about this, to discuss these 4 questions. So ready, steady, go. Let's go. So join the groups. You can see the invitations. Very nice. Good. Super. Okay. Good. Good. Stasia, Marina, Natalie, join. Okay, wonderful. Super. Wonderful. So thank you. So thank you for discussing these questions, these activities. You were so active. There are just some feedback here. Okay. Could you use these activities offline? Let's ask room number 1. Please listen to your colleagues and agree or disagree. In room number 1, we had Anastasia, Anna, Stasia, Roman, Violeta, and Yulia. Please, somebody, what do you think about these activities, and how have you answered the question number 1? So Anastasia, Anna, somebody.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed the very beginning, so I can't comment on that.
Okay,
so maybe.
So I can share our ideas. So we discussed that.
Yeah.
So all of them actually are quite interesting. They're quite engaging and can be used with different levels, with a little bit of adaptation. For example, for those students who are not good at spelling or maybe can't write at all, so they can either work in groups or they can just tell their teacher, and the teacher can quickly type to make that word cloud. Or, for example, which difficulties would you anticipate? Of course, if you don't have good internet connection, or you don't have internet connection at all, maybe you can't create that word cloud on the internet, but you can use your traditional whiteboard and write the words there. Why not?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can use the whiteboard actually. Yeah, so to somehow use these activities offline. Wonderful. So, do you agree with Violeta that all these activities can be used offline? Yep. Yeah. So, what about the second question? Could you use these activities with in a one-to-one lesson? Let's ask room number 2. In room number 2, we have Maria, Nadezhda, Natalie, Yelena, and Nastya. So somebody please share your vision.
Well, not me.
Yelena, so share.
No, there was a lot of discussion going, so I'm sure that someone will
just to summarize.
Share.
Are the tasks fine for a one-to-one lesson?
Most of them, yes, except for Answer Garden, probably. Maybe we've discussed it that we can use it for some other purpose, maybe not as to know you activity, maybe for quiz, a kind of CCQs questions, for example. Yeah, yes, no, just type if you agree, disagree with the statement, or some brainstorming of some working on spelling on some, for example, family names, right? Family members, yeah. Family, type as many words as you remember, yeah, like mother, father, and spelling activity, something like this, but not as to get to know you, not like this.
So this activity, which is called Answer Garden, is quite challenging for a one-to-one lesson, yes?
As a get to know you activity, yes, but in some other cases, maybe we can use it.
Nadia, have you used these activities with some individual students, and how?
Well, yes, I have, and we have mostly discussed that. I have used it for other purposes, like as a brainstorming tool, like, as a spelling tool, but not as a getting to know you thing, because it doesn't make much sense, right? It's not really great in terms of a getting to know you thing. So
okay, great, thank you. So if you agree, so just you agree. So you agree. If you don't agree, please.
If you agree, you agree. Like the golden quotes of today's webinar.
So then just say yes to something that no, we don't agree. Then question number 3, which difficulties would you anticipate? Let's ask room number 3. And here we have Olga, Sabina, Jamila, Maria, and Olga. So a couple of difficulties you have anticipated. Please share. Jamila?
All right, we first thought that it might be lack of ideas.
Uh-huh.
lack of imagination, speaking about names, right? It's quite difficult to come up with associations about you, especially teenagers, because they are shy, they're unwilling, like, okay, I like computer games and that's all. So, well, also speaking about answer gardens, it can be problems with internet, because not all, even teenagers have internet on their phones, or even have phones charged. So like this.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. I agree with you. Would you like to add anything? So, okay. No? Okay. Then the last question. Is it appropriate for any level and age? Can it be adapted? And let's ask room number 4. And here we have Inna, Ksenia, Marina, Yulia, and Janex Fun. Okay, so somebody please. Can you adapt all of them or not? Okay, so anybody then, just somebody, please. Okay. No. Yelena, what do you think?
I think not all of them are appropriate for any age or level, especially names, because it's difficult for low levels or to young learners to use some difficult words or something. But we can use, for example, if young learners are good enough, for example, they are about starters level or something, they can use pictures. And so the letter of a name and a picture, which characterized them, and they try to guess why. For example.
You know what? I've seen a wonderful worksheet once, and it was like big letters of the alphabet being empty, and the students were to fill the letters with something that with some pictures that characterize them, like shade with their favorite color, draw a cat if they have a cat, and like it was. It was like a huge letter filled in with some doodles and pictures. It was nice, really nice for young learners, I guess.
Yeah, and have a look at the Anna's suggestion in the chat. Yeah, at low levels, they can draw any words that start with these letters, and the others can guess their names. So actually also interesting.
Yeah. Well, if they know the words, right? But if the problem is that they don't have enough of this vocabulary knowledge, then probably, that's an issue. But that's a great idea. I'd like to try it out with some students of mine. Yeah. Especially if it's a very, very new group and they don't know or don't remember the names yet. That's so cool.
Okay, then Anna says just maybe not guess then.
At least they try. Okay, at least they try. Let's keep them busy.
I have a question. So we have tried the 3 activities. We try to adapt them, do something. And why are we doing this? Why do we try to invent something for these first meetings? What do you think? Why is it so important to do something special in the first meeting?
Break the ice, especially if the group is a new one.
Rapport,
Rapport,
magic word, rapport.
My favorite word.
Exactly, we break the ice, you're right. So we try to establish the rapport and motivate them.
Exactly. Team building, yep.
Exactly. Yeah, team building is connected with just, team building is a kind of a just business term, used for some for management and so on. And when we speak about teaching and learning processes, so we have such an idea as classroom dynamics. Classroom dynamics kind of shows how the students in your class communicate. So if they interact well, if the relationships are good, so positive classroom dynamics mean that they are a team. So they
and that you won't end up having all those issues like, no, I'm not working with him. No, I'm working alone. I told you I'm working alone. Again, sorry, teenagers, I know, yes, but this is the thing. The more they know about each other, the more things in common they find, the better it is for you, first of all, because the less issues you will have in the future, right?
Yeah.
That's a great thing. And basically, I think, I'm not sure that it's true, but I think it's a good idea to run such activities, not like exactly the getting to know you thing, but all these things, like find something in common, yeah, talk together about the why, like why you have written that, why is it important for you. I think it's great to keep such activities, you know, here and there, not just during your first class, because that's important.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I can see also great ideas from Olga. Evaluate the level, strengths, weaknesses. You're right. Yeah. So remember about assessment, that we assess our students every minute. Yeah. So of our lessons, and we always listen to them, and we always get some information.
Yeah. And if it's a new group or a new class for you, you probably, of course, it depends on the place you work, right? But probably you don't know much about them. You just have a group, and the manager tells you, like, you have a group, they're B1. And then you come into class. Are they B1? Tell me, are they B1? No, they never are. They're like a crazy mix of something from A1 to B2. And you are just like, you know, walking around, listening, and trying to figure out what it really is. Okay, so
yeah,
that's a great tool.
And just for me personally, these activities are really important because I remember my university years, and I was a student, and every first lesson of a new course, yeah, the first meeting with the teacher, with the new teacher, was a disaster, because every time we were asked, like, okay, dear students, tell me something interesting about you. So what? I didn't know what to say, really.
I hate it even now.
Yeah, so the end of the 90s, I had nothing interesting to share about me, nothing. I didn't know how to impress my new teacher. And that is why I have this fear, and maybe this is the reason why we are here today. Yeah.
Or again, like you come to an absolutely new group, you join a new group, you come, like there are new people, and like you're sitting there, and suddenly a teacher goes like, okay, tell me about, like, you tell me about something you are really proud of. Like, here now, who are these people? Why should I'm not sure. And that's a good question, because sometimes it's like, what is something you're really bad at? Well, I'm really bad at answering such questions, okay? Because sometimes the questions might be uncomfortable, or you might be uncomfortable in front of all those people you have no idea about, okay? So.
And yeah, I agree with you, Nad. And just I really like one more idea you use in your lessons. Just okay, so let's do this. Just have you ever tried Jamboard?
Talking about Jamboard and all those difficulties, a quick story before we go. I once had a group of, guess who, teenagers, and that was a new group, about B1 plus level, so quite good in terms of the language, close to B2. And I had seen them before, so I expected no difficulty really. And I came to class, I prepared a huge set of questions for a getting to know you activity. And somehow they were like, you know, like, what are you really good at? And they were like, nothing. I was like, okay, what's your favorite food, guys? They were like, I don't know. And then I realized that something was going wrong, massively wrong. But then I just was, okay, what should I? And then I was like, okay, music. Everybody likes talking about music, right? Just it's a safe question. It's amazing. I was like, okay, guys, what's your favorite music? And then a girl turned to me, you know, with a face like that. She was like, music? Don't you think it's too personal for the first class? I still remember that. I mean, we are good friends now, and they are in their early 20s now, and it's been a while, and I keep reminding them about that because I never forgot. But still, and I realized that sometimes it might be a problem because students know nothing about you, and probably they are not ready to talk to you and to go like, you know, oh, I'll tell you everything about me right now. Okay, so you might want to have some activities which don't require much talking, which are kind of anonymous, again, answer garden, yeah, and which do not require much of these, you know, sharing of personal opinions and personal facts publicly. Okay, so we've talked about Answer Garden. That's a good thing. I'll show you another one today. I usually use Jamboard for that. You can use any alternative online whiteboard like Miro, like Zoom, like just basically Google Doc, whatever. You can run it in an offline classroom. And what we do here, first I ask the students to write one random fact about themselves, something they are okay to share, to write it on some part of the board, like these things, okay? If it's an offline classroom, then I give each student a piece of paper, like A4, and they write this fact on top, something safe, something nice. Then, again, if it's offline, I give students stickers. If it's online, I'm happy. I just enjoy the ride. I ask students to make up questions. I don't say that they must ask one question. No, I just say, okay, read the facts. If you're curious about something, if you'd like to know more, add more questions. Okay, completely anonymous, like the Jamboard thing. So you see the fact like, I love K-pop. And you go like, I don't know, why on earth? Seriously, oh, sorry. Can we do that? Yeah. So, and you go like, oh my God, really? And you put your sticker just right here. Nobody knows that it's you. You're probably some kind of an anonymous tiger on Jamboard. Yeah. And you end up having like facts from 4 different students and questions, okay, of any kind, of any nature. And then you can ask students to comment on those, okay? A good thing is, like, what's the difference? They still need to share personal facts. A good thing is, it's not coming from you. It's not like the teacher who is like, how often do you do karate? Who made you do that? No, it's just some, you know, it's your peers who asked you. It's not me. This kind of thing. And it does wonders to teenagers, because it's way easier for them to share something and to open up when they are asked by peers, not by, you know, by this person looking at them. So it's a really good one. Another one of my personal favorites. Okay, quite a lengthy one if you keep it running, because there might be a lot of questions, and that's really good. Great.
Great idea. Have you ever tried anything of this kind, dear friends? So speaking about this Jamboard, Miro, online boards, which would you recommend if you have tried any?
No, Miro scares me.
Yeah, I can't use Miro because when I share my screen with the Miro, I don't know why, I think my laptop is not powerful enough to work with a lot of with Miro. Just I've tried, but it's slow.
Yeah, Miro, people like, I think there are 2 types of people, of teachers. Yeah, those who love Miro and those who are kind of,
but it's great.
No,
I'm not saying that it's not. It's great. It is
it's so amazing.
So many tools. It's just, you can. I have seen just. I observe a lot of lessons, every month, and actually sometimes teachers use a Miro to plan the whole lesson, so the whole lesson is there on the board, and it's wonderful.
Well, the whole course even, not just lesson, but course.
And then courses too, exactly, so it's super. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so another activity, another quick thing. Yeah, Mira, come on. That's amazing. Okay, could you tell about this activity? Which one?
Which one,
Which one exactly? All right, so while I'm waiting, Mira, well, that's not an activity. That's a huge whiteboard, online whiteboard, where you can do wonders.
Just find the website, so Miro, and just go there, and you can find a lot of instructions how to use it, and free webinars online where people like show how to use all the stickers, all these tools, and just can use it.
Right. So another activity which kind of shifts the focus a bit. We are very often eager to know as much as we can about our students, but they usually want to know something about us as well. So I have another activity which I use with adults and with teenagers, never with young learners. I'm scared. And I love that. It's called Interview the Teacher. And basically, I just give them a time limit. I say, okay, guys, you have 7 minutes to ask me any questions. With teenagers, I play dirty. I say any questions at all.
Oh.
I've never had, yeah, I know. I've never had, well, once I've had an inappropriate question, moderately inappropriate, but generally they are always within, within some kind of borders. So only once I remember, there was a question which I wasn't ready to, to give my answer to. But basically they are okay, but they appreciate this, like this honesty, this openness. Adults like it as well. And I usually say that don't just ask me questions about my teaching experience. Yeah, any, ask any. We'll do that with you right now. And you have 4 minutes to ask me any questions at all. I'm reading the chat and I'm listening to you as well. So.
Okay.
Cat or a dog? A dog. I'm a dog person. I have a dog. I love dogs. Better than cats. I don't hate cats. Don't get me wrong. But dogs. Definitely. No, I don't listen to K-pop, thank God. I don't listen to K-pop, but sometimes I'm forced by my students to do weird things, like they make me read manga or listen to K-pop or watch anime. Sometimes it happens, but I'm forced. I prefer online teaching. I find it more comfortable and more convenient to some extent. The best place I've ever been to is Florence. I love the city. It's the best place in the world. I've been there like 10 times. And I have my best friend living there, and it's just amazing. What's your favorite age to teach? Teenagers? Well, I don't know. It's like, it's a roller coaster ride, but I love them. They're great.
When I was 30, I used to love them too. but now
you scare me.
I'm getting the distance is getting bigger and bigger and just.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Guilty pleasure. Masha. It's a personal question. Okay, my guilty pleasure is reading fan fiction on Harry Potter.
Really?
I haven't told that to you, but yes, I do love that. And there are quite a lot of amazing pieces there. So I'm amazed. What do you like doing in your free time? I love reading. I love cycling in summer. So basically, yeah, 2 things. Would you like to move to another country? That's a tricky one. Probably not right now, but yeah, I'm kind of stuck here a little bit because, family, job, obligations, parents, all this, but I'd like to try and maybe live abroad for a while. Your favorite dish to cook? Can we stick with my favorite dish to eat? My favorite dish to cook is pasta, and it has something to do with Florence, yes. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah, okay, so basically this is how it goes, and it's great fun overall. You need to grade your language here, of course, accordingly, right? But yeah, after a few questions, when they see that you are answering eagerly, they start coming up with more and more, and it's great fun. Young learners probably not. What about TTT? The purpose of the activity is different. Yeah, the purpose is to introduce yourself in a fun way, not in a boring way, like my name is Nadezhda and I have been teaching for more than 10 years and I will be your teacher. Yeah, in a fun way. So if there is a focus, if there is an aim for the activity, TTT is fine here because
teacher's language can be used, teacher talk can be used as a listening activity. Yes. So
so it's again like building rapport, presenting yourself, and also you are checking like the way the students are asking questions, which is again a good thing. So yeah, I love this one.
Actually, I have an idea here, yeah, to turn this activity into listening activity, yeah. So you can say, you ask me your questions, I answer, and you try to remember some facts about me, and then you will work in 2 teams, and we'll see so who remembers more facts. Yeah, it's kind of competition. So and then you will check their listening skills. You will practice, not check. You will practice their listening skills
as a follow-up thing, right?
Yeah, so check their memory, then I have some competition, change the energy balance. Okay, so not change, but change the
change the pace a bit. Yeah, that's
exactly. So yeah, so your teacher talk can be really, really useful.
Yeah, so I think it's a productive way of talking, right? Okay, so Vika, over to you.
Great. Oh, so speaking about questions, if sometimes it might be difficult, yes, so for your students to come up with questions, so they have like similar questions, so you can ask them to ask 3 questions, kind of slightly different questions. For example, 1 personal question, 1 professional question, 1 provocative question. You know,
the last one only if I wouldn't do it with a new group, you know, because, well, who knows?
Who knows? You know, I use this activity to start a job interview. So just, and the teachers were kind of shocked first. Should I ask a provocative question? Just I was an interviewer, just to say, yeah, please. So ask me. So, and then I will ask you. So it's fun, just an idea. Yeah. So can be done with adults. Yes.
Yeah, you can adapt the instructions basically, right? You can ask them to ask just 1 question or 3 different questions. Yeah, it depends on the group size, on whatever. Yeah, on the age, on the fact if you like the faces or not really yet. Yes, how much you trust them.
Exactly.
So
do you ever use questions? Maybe you have some ideas how you use questions. You could share some.
Well, apart from the obvious, just asking and answering.
Actually, there is one more activity with the questions. It's called like why. You said the students into pairs, and before this, you ask to write any questions like, do you like watching films? Do you like doing football or anything like this? And then we pair them up, and they ask each other the questions like, do you like playing football? And the person says yes or no, usually, right? And then the following up question, why? And again, the answer will be like, because I'm not fit enough. And again, why? And they had to keep this conversation within the time limit, like 2 minutes, for example, 3 minutes. Yeah, and as soon as they give up, they lost the competition, the game, or the person who gives up. Yes, so this is also like why activity. It can be a good get to know you activity, and at the same time, we can assess how well they can speak and answer quickly and so on.
That's a great one. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, so that's super. Okay, and I have some slides just with some activities. They might be new for you, might be something you have already tried. Yeah, so just let me check. So 1 more activity from Anna in the chat. You can read the classic one. Write some information, numbers, names, place. Should ask yes/no questions. And then they do the same with the paper to assess what kind of questions they ask. Okay, with a partner. Okay, so what do you mean? What kind of? To assess what kind of questions they ask. Okay, good. So nice. Yeah. So questions are really great. Yeah. Okay. How well they formulate. I see. Good. So wonderful. Just we have mentioned this activity already. Yeah, true, false. So you can give 4 facts. You can give 3 facts. For example, 2 truths, 1 lie, or 2 true, 2 false sentences. And your
how many things are false here?
2 things.
I know 1.
Oh my God.
I think I know 2.
Okay, I was going just to introduce it, just to show, but then let's do it. Okay. Okay. So just you open the chat and just send for signs like plus, minus, and plus, minus, kind of combination of pluses and minuses.
Plus for true, minus is for false. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
so
try
for
because I'm not sure.
I have never been to England. You think it's true, or you put plus, yeah? So just so on. Yeah. So I hope I must check the information. My God, maybe something has changed.
Oh, oops! I've messed it up.
And it will be,
I'm
oops,
sorry.
I did it again.
Yeah, this.
We will check together because I hope, yes, I hope that the information is correct. So we have 8 messages, plus, plus, minus, minus, Nadia, okay. My God, I know. It's Elena, okay. Roman, plus, minus, plus, is super, super, okay. Jamila. So I can see completely different combinations of pluses and minuses. Let's, okay. I have never been to England. It's false, so it's minus. Who has a minus? So just you're right. I have been, yeah. So in 2015, I think, yeah. Super. I have had my driving license since, yeah, it's true. It's a plus. Yeah, just I have been driving for 21 years. My God. So good. My children, Gosha and Yasa, are girls. So it's a minus.
You always do this.
Yeah, I always do this. Just it never works with my students from Bahrain and Iran. To the words that mean
Yeah,
nothing.
it's just yeah. Doesn't make any difference to them. Yeah.
Yeah, so just Gosha, it's Margosha, actually Margaret and Yassi is Yaroslava, but they're girls. And I lived, yes, I did. I lived in Moscow in 2005. Yes, yes. Okay. So I hope I have 2 minuses and 2 pluses. So, and then just how you continue, you ask your students to write 4 or 3 facts. Yeah, just you choose how many facts.
Classical one, but
yes,
a good one.
I am a perfect example of how silly students can be and read, yeah, like in the wrong way, I would say, in the other words, yeah, because I have never been to England, but I've been to England, so I put plus, yes, this is
one more the best of us, yeah.
Yeah, so this is one with difficulty because, yeah, you know, it's not only poor instructions, it's also, you know, people read with some other place, not with the brains.
Yeah, so the negation hasn't been mentioned, noticed, sorry. Yeah, so Jamila, I think, answered correctly. Nadezhda answered correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, and Anna also, good, thank you. Super. One more activity. So I really like this, just using triangles for anything, actually. Yeah, you can use just 1, 2, 3 triangle. Yeah, for example, summer pyramid. You're going to meet your students for the first time after the summer holidays, okay? And don't ask them to write a composition, what they did in the summer, how they
What do you mean don't? Come on.
So good. For example, yeah, 1 book you read, 2 people you spent time with, 3 tasty things you ate, whatever. Yes, so 2 places you visited, 1 interesting film you
watched and liked, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so I really love this pyramid approach to discussion. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, really nice. Okay, so and just 1 more thing, just to show 1 thing. So
and as an adaptation, right?
Yeah, continuing. Yes, we have discussed questions. Yeah, how we can use questions. Also, you can use a sentence stems to finish. Yeah, so
like one thing I can't live without, right? Like one thing yeah, I'd recommend everyone to read, to watch this.
You adapt this activity, so just different ages different levels actually can be used.
It can be really simple, like one thing I like, like one thing I hate, if we talk lower levels,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's interesting, and I think the final thing here, just if you just ask your students to think about a pet they have or a favorite toy they have, whatever. And it's quite difficult, but it works. Yeah, actually.
I just wonder what this thing would say.
Yeah. Something like
asked.
Introduce through the eyes of a pet, or a favorite animal, stuffed animal count too. Yeah, for example, my dog would say, "Oh my God!" So just every morning.
Not you again.
Yeah, so
that's what my dog would say.
Yes.
But that's a creative one, right? So it requires some creativity.
Yeah, it can be used actually for some instant writing, not a breakout, not an icebreaker, but for some creative, if you want to develop creative writing, instant writing, this is a good question, actually, I think. Okay, super. And a question now, just what else could we do in the first lesson? So
not in terms of getting to know you activities. So okay, we got to know each other, we have broken the ice, you have presented yourself in some way. What else would you do in your first class?
Yep.
Could you please share a few ideas?
Maybe discuss the book we're going to use.
That's a good one.
Yes, so we will have a couple of slides. Yes, we will discuss it. A good idea. What else? Okay, checking the chat.
I think we should discuss their expectations from the course here.
Amazing.
What do we expect?
This is an amazing idea. I agree, because sometimes their expectations are different.
Yes, at least it will help us. It will help us to plan the future just lessons, maybe just according to their expectations. Maybe.
Set some ground rules. Yes. Setting the rules. Amazing.
Exactly. This is great. Yeah, classroom rules.
That's important. Yes. The aims. Yeah, discuss their aims. Yes.
Revise the previous knowledge. Yes, why not? In a funny way or in an engaging way. Yes, so using some.
Probably, at least if you know something about them already, or like, yeah. So quite a lot of things.
Great ideas. Yeah. So let's keep it. We will just. What do you know about needs analysis?
Because a few people mentioned something like that on the chat, like, discuss their aims, talk about their expectations, this kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So what they need, actually, what they want, what they can. So needs analysis is something we begin with, actually. So we teach as a student, not a book. Yes, so we teach a student, not our plan, remember. And to know what our students need, so we should analyze this somehow. Okay, what can we do to analyze, to understand what they need? Your ideas. Okay, so
questionnaire, maybe short questionnaire, just to discuss in groups.
A discussion activity.
Exactly. Yeah. So many things. Usually we use questionnaires, interviews, observation, just when we listen and get some information about them, about their language and so on, tests, whatever. So for main tools to analyze the learner. I have a task, I think. So we have, me and Nadezhda, so we have a task. Look, we will share this this questionnaire, and we will share a longer version of a questionnaire. Here we have a short one taken from Jim Scrivener's resource.
Learning teaching, I guess.
Yeah. I think you can read it. Is it readable? I tried to make it readable on the screen.
It's fine to me.
Yeah, good. And you have 4 questions again. What kind of information will you get? What level is it good for? Can you adapt it? And would you use it in the class or set as a homework? Let's work in groups again. Please, I'm creating new breakout rooms. Please take the picture of the screen and with your partners discuss these 4 questions.
Briefly, okay, not in too much detail, like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes will do. Ready? Do you have the picture? Super. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Super. Okay, Anastasia. So we have not enough people in room number 4.
That's because I'm not joining.
No, we'll check. We'll check. So thank you for discussing the questions. Let's quickly summarize. Yeah, what kind of information will you get? Let's ask room number 4. Maria, Nadezhda, Natalia, Yulia. What kind of information do you get? Somebody? Maria? Yulia?
So according to this table, in general, we can get general information according to their level of students we have this year, for example, their basic knowledge and where are the weak points and where the strong points are. Just differentiate them, maybe personal and understand.
Okay. Yeah, agree. Do you agree with Yulia? Yeah, when we see that, for example, reading, I need to study more of this. So we understand that this student has some problems with reading and want to work on this. Yes, some more practice. And when we have, I don't want much of this, for example, social English. So I say, okay, but actually you ask why. So the next question, what else? What level is it good for? Room number 3, Marina, Roman, Sabina, Yelena, Janix Fun. What do you think?
We think that is good for elementary plus level, not for lower levels. Because it's too difficult for them.
Okay, so dear colleagues, do you agree with Yelena? Elementary, will they?
We've discussed that we can do this needs analysis even in L1 if we really want to know what areas they would like to improve. Yeah, for beginners or for speakers of some other foreign languages, yeah, we can do it in any comfortable for them language. So just because we don't test their level of English here, right? We want to know what they exactly want. So yeah, even translated into Russian, it will be fine.
Absolutely.
Okay. So somehow you have started to answer question
number 3, but that's fine, I think.
Yeah, so we can even translate it. Okay, would you use it in the class or set as homework? What do you think?
As homework, yeah, it's time consuming and it requires some thinking.
So. Yeah.
So probably before class. Yeah. So
I don't agree. Because usually when you set something like this as a homework, they usually forget. It.
Okay.
Do some
Okay.
random, or do some
Yeah.
random ticks just as a home task, you know, quickly do it, and that's all. So probably they have to do it in the class.
Yeah.
They have a set time limit within which they had to do it. Yeah, and actually that will be more productive for them. Can I
That
share one
depends,
thing?
right?
Yeah, it depends. Sure, exactly.
Today in the morning, I was reading one of the posts on Instagram just quickly, and there was a comparing of different types of teachers and so on. And the highest level of teachers was given the most advanced one, yeah, for those who do this needs analysis. And the author of the post said that this kind of teachers should be very highly paid. Yeah, so
Well, good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
yeah, just an idea to think about.
That's right.
And Nadia will share something that will somehow make
just a couple of comments.
Super, yes. So just of a very high quality. Nadezhda, what can we do to?
Well, I just wanted to comment on a few things. The first one, I totally agree that we can run it in Russian because it's great, basically, and you can get more information, even from those intermediate students, you know, because sometimes they can't explain very well in detail what you want from them, right? Or they would prefer to skip the question because they would, I'm not sure how to say it. Okay, let's just lie, right? The second thing I wanted to mention is Google Forms, all right? Because Google Forms are amazing and you can use them to do a quick needs analysis for your groups, for example. This is the one which I have, this is mine, and this is in Russian because I use it for beginner students, for panicky adults, and, you know, for everyone. And basically it's pretty much straightforward. You can take a quick look. Here is where they lie. My favorite question. I never trust the answers here. You know, this kind of thing. And the next one is my absolute favorite thing ever. Which topics do you like? Do you enjoy discussing? And I have a huge list here, and I ask them to tick all the things which they like discussing. And if it's a group, I generally see the, you know, like the group diagram, and I see that, okay, this group hates sport, or this group is really into science, or this group loves talking about traveling. And that's amazing because I can fine tune the course. Right. Another question is like, are there any topics which you don't find comfortable? It might be, I don't know, it might be family after a breakup. It might be sports after, I don't know, after an injury. It can be something really traumatic, or it can be basically politics, religion, money, whatever. Yeah, it's good to know, not to force your students into talking that. Next two questions. I like asking that because it gives me the idea, it gives me some understanding of what students are interested in their mother tongue. And if they read, I don't know, this, I don't know, the last option, I will probably need to work hard to tune my materials. If they read something, well, again, yeah, it gives me a better understanding of their background and thing. Yeah, so just something like that. And some aim setting, yeah, like yes, no questions, like what they want, yeah, what they would like to do, you know, this. You can, of course, you can adapt that. It can be more or less formal. It can be, you know, of course, yeah, this is kind of semi-formal thingy. My favorite question is the last one.
I wanted to say yes of the last one.
Yeah, and another thing I'd like to say is that you don't need to focus on just, you know, those straightforward questions like your level, your aim, your goal. You can ask something else, like, for example, finish the question, a good teacher always, a good teacher never. Yeah, what was your most memorable English lesson? Because it helps you understand, like what students focus on. Was it a negative one? Was it a positive one? All right, like this kind of thing. So that's really great. As an example, I will send you a link to the chat with like, it's basically for us, for me and Victoria. Yeah, it's like course needs analysis, but you can see how it works. If you've never worked with Google Forms much before, you can see how it works. And of course, we will appreciate that if you just tick the random boxes and tell us something about yourself. Sending you the link to the chat. But later, yeah, it's for after the webinar. All right. Okay, so, and the course book.
Okay, so yeah,
real quick.
So copy the link and we will be happy if you send us some information about you.
As feedback thing.
Yeah, so just let me get back to my presentation. Lost it a bit. So lost it. Good. And I think the final thing we want to share, I also have this slide about with the questions and kind of course book quest. Yelena mentioned this idea. You can work with the books. You can have a look at the course book. So if you have a course book and your students have course books, so you can ask them to look through the course book and find a page they really want to work with. For example, find and work in pairs and discuss it. For example, I want to work with page number 61 because I can see here a funny picture, something like this. Or if usually our students don't have course books at the beginning, yes, so just in the first lessons. That is why you can ask them to look through the contents, for example.
For adults, probably, yeah.
So, and tick the topics they find interesting and or terrible, yeah, kind of, and then just try to keep it somewhere and then say, okay guys, today just you for example do unit number 1, and all of them said that it just expected it to be terrible, but the unit is wonderful, they actively participate, they're happy and say, hey, so look, you thought so just your opinion has changed, yeah, about the unit. And if just one more thing I have in chat. Okay, good. And one more idea. You can take some pictures from a book. Yeah, so the funniest pictures, I would say, and ask the students to discuss so the pictures and guess in which unit the student might get some information about the pictures. And again, so say, we will check your ideas, but later. But later we will see.
Cliffhanger, yeah, cliffhanger.
So it's interesting. Just this idea was to work with course books in an engaging way was taken from a webinar by Ken Wilson many years ago. Actually, in 2013, there was a nice webinar in Rostov-on-Don, and yeah, it was good. So, do you ever discuss course books with your students in your first lessons? Yep. Okay, I can see you nodding. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So good. Nadezhda, what about you? Could you also?
Well, yeah, I do. Yes, it's especially good when they have actual course books, and sometimes it happens. So yeah.
Good. Yep. And the final thing, I think, yeah, just wish we were finishing. It's time. So, yep, this one. Some ideas actually about us. Yeah, we are here, me and Nadezhda. So Navigate, we have started the meeting with this, yeah. And this is what we're going to do. Actually, at the moment, we have two ready courses. And so we will launch them soon. The first will be teaching effectively, kind of essentials. Yeah, so just the main thing which we should know to teach effectively. And it will be kind of intensive course, not just, it will take 2 months. Yeah, so 2 times a week. Yeah, and the second course is kind of I'm an expert, and it's we will have 2 meetings a month, kind of webinars, and here we will go deeper into methodology, yeah, and we will discuss different so interesting, challenging sometimes topics, for example, lots and hots, yeah, how to use them, or how to teach reading like a pro, bottom-up approach, which is different from what we usually do, yeah. So many different things. So, and we will be grateful if you send us some, if you answer the questions in the questionnaire which Nadezhda so shared with you. So
Yeah, we will provide the link again in the shared folder. You'll find some webinar materials in this shared folder, the presentation, obviously, the needs analysis templates, and well, everything we were referring to today. So you'll find all that available there.
Yeah, we will send you the link, and you will get all the materials from this webinar, and the recording also will be there. And just in the chat, we had so a message from Julia. Could you send the form for student needs you showed, please? Nadia, can you share your something? Like
yeah, I got it. I'll try to copy that. That's of personal use, well, as for now, but I'll make one for you, like something standard. Yep. And I'll try to put that into the same folder with the materials. So yeah.
We will be announcing the courses just when we launch the courses in our groups. You can join us in Instagram. Yeah,
pass it to someone who needs it. So
VK,
you know better.
Instagram, VK, and I really recommend Nadia's blog on Telegram. So if you want to read,
because I'm just mostly in touch there. I think that's the main reason.
Yeah,
it's the quickest thing to use now.
I really love what you write actually there. I really love your articles. So that's why I just recommend. Yeah, bedtime reading. Super. And just to finish, we have a couple of minutes. Yeah, so I really love this activity, which is called Exit Ticket. So you can write actually whatever you wish to finish a meeting with your students. So here I have 3 things. One thing that I have found interesting, one thing I have learned today, one question I still have. Choose at least one. And please in chat.
You can write or you can share, like you can talk.
We will be really thankful to you. Okay. So if you have questions, you can ask them. Okay, Jamboard activity is great. Yeah, I agree with you, Nastya. Thank you. So many things. So thank you, Anna. Hard to choose. Yeah. Needs analysis. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Really interesting. You can get
and it's useful. The best thing is that it's useful.
Yeah. So and your students feel that you take into consideration what they really want. So that they are kind of important for you. Okay, needs analysis. Question garden, yeah, agree. Thanks a lot for Jamboard activity, wonderful. Summer pyramid, super, thank you. Good, so I'm really happy that you found the meeting useful for you. The activity with interview and a teacher, oh yeah, so and a follow-up. Yeah, Jamila, try it. So actually kind of can be quite time consuming, so just you can it's really good for a first lesson, yeah, when you want to
and with some more or less strict time limit.
Okay, Maria liked the course book quest, yeah, so it's interesting really, so just they never guess. They never guess.
That's true.
And they wait, yeah, so they so and a funny picture, what will I get about what I learn about this picture, and they somehow wait. They know
the Google Forms also. I'm just keep reading the comments, sorry for interrupting.
I do the same. Super.
The Google Forms, like what's amazing about them is that you create them once and then you just adapt them slightly or you don't, and you keep using them again and again, and it's quite a nice way of keeping everything stored and even analyzed for you. Yeah, if it's a group, you can see the group picture, so that's a good thing to use.
Super. So thank you, dear colleagues. Thank you.
So perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly. So 90. Okay. So I stopped the recording. I wish you every success just in this academic year. I wish you best, actually, of the best.
May the force be with you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Enjoy teaching. It's really, really.
We'll keep in touch with the links to all the folders and forums we've been talking about today. So we'll keep you posted. Okay.
So we will put everything in the shared folder, and I will send you my email. Super. So
That's been
Thank you
great.
very much.